Hi everybody, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I've got a few people to say, shout outs to, and then also just to thank you for your comments. There are a few that I will be addressing their comments during the course of the video. And then if you wondered why I didn't reply to your comments, is as soon as I reply to your comment, I lose your name. So I did lose someone's name. So today I will reply to comments because this way I can keep your names. Okay, so Christine Gray, Samua, I don't know how you pronounce it, but Samua 3, Paula Wastel, Creatively Created 26, Venus, Land Designs, Danoon van Ryn, I hope I got that right, Christine Skinner, Margaret, Journal Eclectic, Anna Milford, Louisa van der Walt, Cindy Lou, Debbie Stain. So thank you so very much for your comments over my last video, and then there's some that go across videos as well. There are two people that asked me about freebies. I want to address that just now, but I'll address it during the video, right? So let's get started. I had seen a video from, it's either Maximilian Mixed Media, I think it's Maximilian Mixed Media, whatever, and she said she got the idea from Camellia Craft Designs. So I am going to take the idea from Maximilian Mixed Media, and I am going to change it up a little bit. I like expanded pockets, so I'm going to be doing an expanded pocket rather, and we'll take it from there. So what will you need? I was just playing around with this, but I didn't have time to finish it. So let's see. You'll need a double-sided paper, printed paper, but if you don't have double-sided printed paper, it's not a problem at all, because what you can do is you can print on one side, and the flip side you'll see just now. I'll take you through it, where you don't need to have it printed on, but if you want to, you can print it. This is a freebie that I have on my Ko-fi store. Yeah, just gonna look for it. There was a few freebies, like in a pack of this one over here. Then this one here is Janie B journals. I don't know from what pack. I used to buy a lot of Janie B journals, so I don't know whether it's one of a mystery packs or actually belongs to a kit, kind of a thing. And then oopsie, one's in the printer. Just give me a second. And this one here is a freebie from Artie Mays. Okay, so what am I going to do? And there's nothing on this side over here. I printed on, this is on 160 GSM. People ask me what I print on, remembering I live in South Africa and I have a supplier in South Africa that I buy my papers from. This year with a double-sided, we're going to take it to use the to make the pocket, and I so like that one there. So I might, because I have a piece, I'll just need to see how long it is. No, it's not long enough. I wanted to use that, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe I will use this, but I'll show you how to cut in this here. Okay, so you'll need that maybe for the double-sided pocket, but not necessarily. Okay, do you need double, as I mentioned? And then this over here, I'm going to use it for the tag, right? So but you know what, you can always use this for everything. Just if you printed it double-sided, then all you got to do is maybe stick something for writing over there for your tag. So you can even get away with one piece of paper. I'm using A4, okay, but it really doesn't matter what size you use. You'll need a die, but it's not necessary. You can cut obviously a square in your die, but in your pocket, but I have this and I'm going to use it. Then you will need some acetate. Lucky for me, I have acetate lying right here. Okay, so you'll need some acetate. Okay, you'll need some like labels and stuff like that to decorate, and you might need some twine, which I got here. Okay, and then also you might need some eyelets. Okay, one eyelet, not some, one. Okay, that's it. Obviously the rule, scissors. I'm going to use a scoring board just now. But I think I taught you in one of your videos how to score if you don't have a scoring board as well. Okay, and quite often when I'm sitting and working on my own, I don't actually take a scoring board to the other table. I just score using the other method. But in one of my videos, you are going to pick it up. So what are we going to do? Firstly, we are going to take the cutter, okay, and we are going to cut. Oopsie. Now this is not a new project. It's by no means something, out of this world new or whatever. Now I want to use this side over here, so I'm going to just flip it over like that, and I'm going to cut at 5 centimeters. And I'm going to cut down the length but the shorter side, okay, because that's how mine is printed. So remembering my paper with how long it is 8.5. Okay, how wide it is I think 11 3/4. Okay, or in centimeters, 21 centimeters, 29.7 centimeters across. So I am going to be cutting it at 5 inches over here. I'll give you measurements just now after 5 inches, right? What is 5 inches? Right, so I'm going to cut it at 5 inches. Basically, my pocket is going to be 4 inches long. 4 inches wide. And actually 4 inches long too. Okay, and I'm going to have a 1/2 inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on this side because I'm making an expandable pocket. If you don't want to make it expandable, then 4 inches will do for you. Right, so I'm going to take it around. I'm going to swap it around like that. And I am just going to measure it. And I am going to then take out a 1/2 inch, go down a 1/2 inch on this side. So at 4.5 on this side over here. And then also on this side, a 1/2 inch, score it down at a 1/2 inch on this side. So 1/2 inch on this side, because mine works from right to left. And then 4.5 inches on this side. And that's basically it for now. Depending on how thick your paper is, you can then score this page that way, lengthwise, in half. But my paper is 160 GSM. I am just going to be able to score it without scoring it, okay? I'm going to be able to fold it, sorry, without scoring it. So, but if you were going to score it, if you're working with thicker paper, then I would suggest you take the measurement of your height and divide it by half and then score it there. Okay, so that would be a probably 4. If it is 8 1/4, it'll be 4 1/8. If I got my measurements right. Oh my God, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I think 4 1/8. Please tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Yes, because 4 2/8 is 1/4, so it'll be, it'll be 4 1/8. Okay, righto. 2/8 is 1/4, I meant. Righto. So there you go. So I'm just going to now just make the line in the middle, and that's basically it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to ink. I'm going to ink because my lighting is bad over here. And I'm also going to ink so that you can see what I'm going to be doing next. Okay, like that. Now I've got directional paper. If you are not using directional paper, that's fine as well. It will actually work out better for you if you're not using directional paper. And let's just hope that I printed correctly. Now it's something it didn't print correctly because you got that image on the wrong side. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm going to flip it upside down. The reason why I'm going to do that is because this is going to be showing, but this here I'm going to cut a hole in it, and also I am going to start decorating it. Okay, and then so I'm kind of okay if it's a little bit upside down. Okay, so now what's going to happen is, so remember when you're printing out paper, you print in one direction, and if you flip it completely over, so not just flip it printing like that. I know what happened. I printed one portrait and I printed one landscape, but they covered the full page. So if you're printing it this way and it's coming out of the printer this way, when you flip it over, you don't just flip it over like that. You flip it over like that and you turn it that way in your printer. That's how my printer works, okay? And I've got the Epson EcoTank series. Right, so what am I going to do now? I am going to firstly decide that that is going to be my inside and I'm going to be the right side. So this is going to be my front, that's going to be my back. So what I'm going to do now is I need to be able to leave the flaps on the front edge but cut them out on the back edge. So from that score line, which I then inked that way, that score line that way, okay, I'm going to cut it out. So I'm going to go in now. Remember, this is my back and that's my front, okay? As wonky as it looks, that's my front, okay? Right. You see, I did it right on the other paper. So I'm gonna flip, I'm gonna turn to the other paper now, hey, to use that because it's the right side and I like the inside print there. So please forgive me, this is only going to be so I show you how to cut. And then you're going to, sorry, I meant to, there's that fold line there. Let's just put some glue, not glue, let's just do that so we can see that fold line. So I cut right up until the fold line, and where it intersects from there, I'm going to cut a little bit out. So I'm mitering the edge, okay? I don't know what it's called. I say I'm mitering the edge. So now I'm going on to the top panel. This was the bottom panel. Can you see it ended over there? Okay, now I'm going on to the top panel, and I am just at that fold. I am going to turn my scissor, and I am going to cut a little miter out there. I'm going to do the same for this, but it's difficult for me to cut from that direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my paper around. That becomes my top panel still, even though it's showing me at the, you know, it's at the bottom right now, but because I flipped my paper around. So here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little, I'm going to go in a little bit here until I meet that intersection. And then while I'm there, I'm going to then, seems like I'm not getting it there, I am going to then take out that there, like that, okay, something like that, okay. And then, so you're going to have something that looks like this. Now over here, I am just going to take out also from that little line over there to the edge, I'm going to just snap out a little bit there. And then from this edge into that line over there, once again, I'm going to snip out a little there. Why do I do that? So that my pocket doesn't bulk. Now, I'm sure you know, if you're on my channel, you've been seeing this a million times, but I don't know, there might be someone absolutely new coming on board. And when I mean new, not a new subscriber, but new to junk journaling, okay? So that is why I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Then what you're going to do is so the pocket is going to basically look like this, okay. Those two will fold in, you glue there and you glue there, and then you've got a little bit of an expandable pocket over here. So this is going to be my front, as I mentioned. Now you can, or you don't have to, but I'm going to take a circle punch, and I'm sorry for stretching over, and I am going to now eyeball this, and I am going to make a little notch in it like that, okay. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it, right? So when I close my pocket, it is going to look like this, like that. And now since I put that notch in, I can see the notch in, I can see the back of my pocket. So I am just going to ink over here. Okay, sometimes I won't ink, but I'll tell you I will go back later and ink it. That's just to save time on my video. You know me. Okay, so now this part is where you're going to cut a what's the word? What's this here? A square into your material, into your pocket, the top side of the pocket, okay. Right, so you're going to put a square on the top side of your pocket. But now, and that is why I brought all my squares, okay. I brought all my squares for a reason, but apart from the fact that they're all together. So I'm going to say, okie dokie, so I want my square to be somewhat in the middle. Now, I mean, I can use this square here, the largest square, to cut a pocket. Yes, I will have a nice big pocket, but remember there's these folds that are going to go on the inside. So I need to accommodate for those folds when I cut out the pocket, so cut out the square over here so that they don't show, okay? So I need to look and say, okay, which one is going to be suitable for me? And maybe I'm going to go with the second largest one, okay? And I'm hoping that the second largest one will work. So maybe we can even flip it over this way and we can say, right, will the second largest one work for me? Okay. And then if I look at it, yes, the second largest one is going to work. The largest one was going to be really tough to get in. So I know I can use the second largest one because that's where that ends, and that's where that ends, and that's where the second largest one ends. I think the second largest one would be a nice size to use, okay? I can even go a bit smaller, right? Now, if I look at this pocket, my second largest one ends over here, okay? It ends kind of here. Now, remember, I want to put some labels on it. So if I use the second largest one and it ends here, I've got a very small place to put labels. So maybe I should use the third largest one, okay? The third largest one. And then I can play around. I have a good enough size pocket. And I think I'll be happy. Let me flip it over. Let me see whether the third largest one is going to work for me. So let's just take out the third largest one like that and put it over here and say, okay, how's it going to work for me? How's it going to work for me? Yeah, it's going to work for me, right? It's going to work. So I can go with the third largest one. I'll have a significantly big window and I'll be able to play around with my designs. Oh, let's just go second and let's see. Okay, now I know you don't want to see all this, but I mean, this is my thought process. So yeah, we could do that. Okay, kind of a thing. Second largest one. Let's go for it. Okay. Okay, I'll be back shortly after I cut this out. Okay, so I thought I'll show you because I forgot to tell you how I'm going to put it into my die cutting machine. Right, so there's my cut that I did. Okay, just put this away here. Sorry for now. Okay, right. So when you're putting it into your die cutting machine, you would open it like this. Obviously, you can't close it like that, otherwise you're going to get both the cuts. And then you just place your die over here and you cut. Okay, simple as that, right? But I know that, you know, when I first started cutting, it wasn't as simple as that. Right, so there I have my pocket like that. Now, obviously, I can't glue this. And you might need some double-sided tape. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. The reason why you'll need your double-sided tape is because you got acetate to work with. I just want to see if I got a smaller piece of acetate that I can work with. Quickly over here. Let's see. You know, one that's not so bulky. Perfect. So I can use this, right? So I'm going to use this over here. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and make a line over there, and then I'm going to cut it out. Oh, I worked, there's it. Just sorry, 1 minute. I am so sorry. I needed to get that, and then I realized, because I worked on my other table this weekend because I was watching TV while I was working, And then I realized, guess what? I left some stuff on the table that I didn't transfer. So now I'm going to cut out that circle over there. I mean, not circle, the acetate down like that, okay? And that is kind of that. Now we're going to take this and we're going to put it in here. But before we put it in here, if you're an inker, maybe you'd like to ink. Right. So I wanted to let you know that I tried this here. You know, I thought I'd give it a try because those pads, they although this one doesn't get finished so quickly, I must admit, the other ones get finished quite quickly. So I thought, well, why not use this? And then I also tried the ones, you know, the makeup sponges. Yeah, but the only thing about the makeup sponges, and I don't know if it happened to you, the color of the makeup sponge changed the color of the ink. So I was getting like, I was using a pink makeup sponge, and then it was getting like green, you know, the ink, even though the ink was brown, it was getting green. So far I've used this for the entire weekend to try it out, okay? And I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. And not like I won't use these, because I do have these to use, but I thought I'll give it a try just to see what it looks like. So now I'm going to put my double-sided tape on this, and I am going to stick this baby down. Okay, so double-sided tape. Oh, there's it. I didn't take it out. Yeah. So while I'm doing my double-sided tape, I thought I'll answer some questions. Christine Gray, welcome. You mentioned that you are a new subby, so well, you know, welcome to my channel, and I do hope that you will enjoy your stay with us and that you will benefit from your stay with us. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Samua, I think 3, and Paula Westel. I think it's Paula Westel. No, Judy Fenter. Judy Fenter. You were asking me how to get the Friday freebies. So always on my Friday freebie, you will see a link tree below. So you will see a link tree below, and you will also see my Sunny Creates email as well. So if you click on the link tree, okay, if you click on the link tree, then you are going to go to all the links to my social media platform. And once you are on my social media platform, you will see my Ko-fi shop there. Okay, and then once you're on my Ko-fi shop, you will see all the freebies over there. Okay, so I don't post the direct link over there, you know, because if you go to my Ko-fi shop, you'll find all the freebies. So like, if you like, example, you're a new subscriber or whatever the case may be, you don't have to go and click on every video, Friday freebie video, to go and look for the links, for the direct links to the freebie for that Friday. You just go to my Ko-fi shop and then you'll get everything. And then obviously, if you're a follower on my Ko-fi shop, then you will be notified, okay, of all my posts on my Ko-fi shop, and there will be posts of the Friday freebies as well. So those are ways that you can actually get that. So I do hope that it will help you. Just go and look at my link. I will post the comments as well. I will post comments to the to these videos, to these questions, sorry, down, you know, answer the comments, respond. But just in case you are watching the video, that's what you will do. Then the other person, let's see, who was it? Paula Westel. Paula, thank you. You've detected the South African accent. I know there was another lady. I don't know who it was. But there was someone that said she could listen to me read a phone book. Oh my word, what a compliment is that. Obviously, I don't sound anything like most of the YouTubers out there. I think if you're with me for long enough, you know I'm a South African, and I'm an Indian South African. So I have a little bit of a different kind of an accent, a little bit Indian and a little bit South African, all mixed together. So yeah, that's my accent over there. So thank you for giving me the compliments, both ladies, in terms of my accent. I hope that I'm clear enough, though, you know, to you all. Okay, so I think those were the questions that I needed answered. And Paula, I'm also from Centurion, because I see you said greetings from Centurion. I'm also from Centurion. How about that? So that is the pocket over there. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue down these pockets, okay, by gluing on the flaps that we just created, like that and like that, okay, kind of like that. Now, depending on where you want this pocket, if you're going to have it flat down in your book or not, right? Now listen carefully. If you're going to put this pocket, glue this pocket into your journal, right, then you can take the flaps and you can flip it over and you can do that, okay? And then you would have ink, I mean, not put glued on this side, but put glue on that side there. But if you don't know what you want to do and it might be a floating pocket, then you're going to ink on this side and you are going to place them, fold them down and put this over, okay? But the neater look for sure is the one where the flap goes at the bottom of, I mean, you know, at the back. But that would only look nice if you, for example, were gluing it down flat in your book. It won't look so lekker otherwise if it's a floating one, okay? So since I don't know what I'm going to do with my pocket, like that, okay, I am going to leave it where it's on the inside, okay? But you will get a neater covered edge, kind of, if you do it the other way, kind of. What's wrong with me? I'm kind of repeating myself. Right, there we go. Now the next thing to do is to decorate this and make a tag that will fit in here. So why not? I don't want to use these. Oh, I remember I said I was going to use this. It doesn't matter. I didn't glue it, so I can always cut it out and use it. Right. Okay, so that's where the Artimaze freebie came in the sense that I'm going to make a tag. Now, it looks very monochrome. Yeah, it does, and I'm okay with that. So I think I want this here. No, I think I want that. So I'm going to put my this tag over there, and firstly I'm going to try to get the measurement right. So because I'm doing it in the middle, so I'm going to measure here, and then I'm going to measure here, and because I'm doing it in the middle, I'm going to cut, okay, I'm going to cut where I measured. On the left hand side, I'm going to cut to the right of it, and on the right hand side I'm going to cut to the left of it, because I can't have my tag the same size as my pocket. Even though we kind of expanded it, and the way it worked is we can get away with it, but you know, these things never work out. So then the other thing I want to do is I want to know how long do I want, I mean, how much do I want my my tag jutting out? How much do I want my tag jutting out? Okay, I want my tag jutting out maybe about so much. So I look here, and I'm just gonna eyeball from here, the end of this, to here, and I'm gonna say, right, I'm gonna cut like that. Okay, so let's put it in here and cut it. So ladies, now how are you? I haven't gotten to the how are you as yet. Okay, I hope you are all well, and I hope that you had an absolutely awesome weekend. So there's my lines here, and there's my lines here. I'll cut a little bit in there and a little bit in there. Okay, yeah, so I hope you had an awesome weekend and that it was restful. I know I did. I purposely tried to craft. So that one, yeah, it will work. I purposely tried to do some crafting because I didn't get a chance to craft and I thought, well, why, let's not, before we decorate it, let's try and put it in to see how's the fit. Oh, that's not right. Is that better? Yes, that is better, because that's what I wanted. Let's see, did I get the fit right? Yeah, I did. Perfect. Okay. Right, so I got the fit pretty good. All right. So now I am going to do the edges like that, and then I am going to thread. Sorry, looking for. So, you know, just do that. So anyway, I want to tell you something. It's lucky that you don't see the video when it really starts, because today I edited all that off. I started my video because I always try to get the lighting right and the angle right. Okay, started my video and I went and put some lotion in my hands, but my lotion is on my other desk, my working desk, and then I can see into my neighbor's yard, and I was met with the most adorable sight ever. So they've got 2 dogs. No, they've got more than 2. Okay, but there's these 2 now, and there's a big one and there's a small one, and then the small one was on the floor on his back or her back, don't know, and she was busy, or he was busy, let's say he, right, on his back, and the big one was tickling him with his head. And I know they weren't fighting because the small one was not making any sounds or whatever. Sorry, I'm just measuring over here. What is it? 1 2 3, nearly 4. Okay, nearly 4 inches. So I must do about 1.75 inches. So not 1 yeah, 1 2, so about 1.75. okay, gonna just, because yeah, it's about 1 short, so I'm just gonna eyeball. That's 2 inches, so I need to come in around here. Okay, gonna eyeball it, and then the legs were in the air and stuff like that. It was the cutest thing ever. Sorry, now you see, just give me a second. And then they switched over, and then it was the big one on the ground, and then the small one, like nudging the big one and with the head and tickling it. But now it was so funny. It was so funny because here's this big one, but his legs were going everywhere. And it was like engulfing the small one, because now his legs are all over the place. It was so funny yet so cute. I thought it was so adorable. Yeah, so and then it made me realize maybe my dog should have a friend, because we've got 1 dog only. And then I'm like, yeah, my dog cost me a hell of a lot of money last year. She got sick twice, and she had to go for the operations on both occasions, and just not operations, and follow-ups and everything. And I'm like, Lord, I can't afford that. I can't afford to have 2 dogs. And what if both get sick? I just can't afford it. So I'd love to, but I just can't afford it. And she is at the moment a little bit high maintenance, because she's getting old. So she sleeps, oh, like you'll never believe, during the day. She'll be inside the house and she'll be fast asleep. And at night, she'll be awake and she will expect you to pet her the whole night, because she'll be walking into the room, making sure that she's around and she's not sleeping and you are neglecting her. So I'm just putting some twine over there like that. Okay. I'm just doing that, and I'm cutting off the edges here. Not like they won't fray, because they will. Maybe later on I might just go and burn it. Okay, like that. So now, what would we like on the inside of this here? Oh, what about I don't know. I got very little, so I was thinking maybe this dude over here on the inside, like that. Okay, I like that. And then maybe on the outside we've got all these things here, but I think we must add some sort of color, don't you believe? If we have, right? No, all these are from Astrid, I think. I can't get a full name, so please forgive me. Astrid something. Just looking for some stuff we can use over here, because this is the part I did not take out. I don't want a thing on him. Don't want a butterfly or anything. Where's that one? Let's see if it is this one. Don't know. Let's see if we find something in here that we can use. And I think these are from my porch prints, but I didn't cut out all. It's quite a nice big pack. Oh, why is that in there? Okay, so let's see what we have over here. That looks nice. It's got some color on it. I was hoping for like an orange, but I don't think I have anything in orange. This is orange, but it's a little too big. So no, we don't want that. And okay, so it's limited, but I thought I saw something in orange, a small thing in orange here. So that's gonna go on the inside, and I'm wondering maybe if I put that over there on the inside with him. Okay, yeah, and I put that there. Okay, like that. And then okay, so maybe something like this. Oopsie. Want something round, if I can find. So, you know, round is a little bit hard for me to find. Don't know why. Okay, no round. No round. There, maybe. Oh, this one that I made, that's round. Okay, there. Oh, there's one that's round, but it's got mushrooms on it. Now I know I'm wasting your time. I'm so sorry. I found it. There we go. So it's a combination of my porch prints, Tracy Fox Creative, some stuff I did, all that stuff in here. Okay, so I can't tell you that I know. I don't know. Don't know. No, that's my porch prints. This is my stamp I had. Okay, so these are what I'm going to be working with, and these need to go back into its container, and that needs to go back into its container as well. So oh goodness gracious, I was going to say, oh goodness gracious, what did I do? But we are decorating this. We're not decorating the inside of that pocket. You can if you want to, but if you're going to do that, it must go on beforehand. Okay, so let's just ink this quickly. And I know it's a bit of a long video, but also sometimes the decorating takes a bit of time. And I try to look for some pieces, but not that. Even when I was on lunch, I had to rush my lunch because I was busy. So someone invited me for a meeting because they saw I had a bit of break in the calendar, And then guess what happened? It was potentially my lunch was going to be at that time because I had another meeting after that. But I couldn't say no either because I needed to get them to resolve an issue. And if I don't, then unfortunately it's sitting on my head for me to make sure that I follow up with them so that they can go back and address a concern that I had on something, because I need to sign it off, but I can't sign it off if I had that concern. You know what I'm saying? So just want to put this in here, kind of know where I want to add it, so I know what to do. Okay, so I kind of want to add it there. Now I'm going to take it out because I know I want it somewhere around there. But I also said I wanted this maybe there like that. Okay, remember? Right, I wanted that somewhere there. So let's glue. Okay, let's glue. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to then glue this down firstly. Add that in there like that. Okay, a little bit crooked, and then I know now somewhere around there that is going to go like that. Okay, and we are almost done, ladies. Gosh, I have so many new subscribers. It's just unbelievable. I'm gonna move that a little bit up. I think it'll still be fine. So many new subscribers. It is just fantastic how many new subscribers I have. So it means that people are enjoying my content. Well, I'm hoping so. Okay, right, so we're going to put that there. We're going to put this here. Good, it blocks that nicely. That there, like that. Oh, so to the ladies that are on my Facebook group, okay, and if you're watching my video, remember I spoke to you about the Forgotten Love Challenge, and I told you I was going to do my Jane Austen a journal through Feb, okay, and that was going to be my my project that I commit to finish. Well, guess what? It's almost finished. I am super excited. Super duper excited. I'm going to put that there. I thought about putting it there because this is on this side. But then it clashes too much with that. So I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put it back there on that side. Okay. And there we go. Project done, ladies. That's the project done. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's a very simple one, and you know, you might say, oh gosh, she made out a mountain out of a molehill, because it's such a simple project. But sometimes we got to do simple projects, and we got to explain it in detail for people that are new. Okay, I didn't ink this, so I will ink it. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Okay, I hope that you're going to give it a try, and then you're going to post it on Facebook as well, so that we can see it on Sunny Creates Junk Journals. Okay, so we can all look at your beautiful work and admire it. Okay, and also comment. Okay, I promised to get to your comments today, because remember I didn't have even a pen and a page when I was reading your comments, so I couldn't, like, I did answer one, and then I was like, oh dear, I need to take down the name, and then guess what, it disappeared, because that's how the settings are. So please comment, like, give it a thumbs up if you like it. If you haven't subscribed as yet, please consider subscribing. Also, oh look, if you are subscribed and you haven't hit that notification tab, please consider hitting that notification tab so you are notified. I try to bring out a video every day. The other thing is that do like, to comment. Okay, and then one more thing before I go, please do have a blessed Monday and week ahead, and I'll get back to you. And remember, those ladies, you can access my Friday freebies, but I will also advise you how to do so. Bye so much. Thank you.